Hello. Good evening, everyone. It's Bernie here from Stand for Need, and I've got Rich here with me this evening.
Hello.
And we are very pleased and very happy to be back here in our craft room, Tuesday night live. I've got a little ant running all over my screen at the moment, so I wonder what it thinks it's doing. Anyway, good to have everyone here. Welcome to those that are going to be watching this on the live, and welcome to anyone that will be watching this on the replay. It's really awesome to have you. So just a little bit of housekeeping before I head over to my desk. The Funfold online class ends this Thursday. It's leap year on Thursday. So that will be closing this coming Thursday. So if you want to register and purchase a 3-video series with PDFs that go with all the supplies and measurements to do 3 Funfold cards, there's the link for you on the banner, and you can click on that, and then you can go through the payment portal and you'll have access to 3 videos. Lifetime access to those Funfold videos, as well as lifetime access to the supplies. And you don't need to use the supplies in my class. You can just use whatever you have in your stash. I try and make generic online classes so that it's not about product, it's more about technique. So that's the link if you're interested. 3 Funfolds, they are closing this coming Thursday. All right, hello Squeaky. Is Squeaky watching? Awesome. All right, I'm going to hide that banner so that it's not in your way, and I'm going to head over now to my desk. So tonight we are going to play with this gorgeous new set called Simply Zinnia. Isn't that pretty? I'm just trying to get the glare off there. Simply Zinnia, some beautiful stamps, and then with the matching dies. So we're gonna, I'm gonna be playing with these dies, building up a Zinnia, and I'm also going to be featuring the paper today as well. In the Simply Zinnia suite, there's this embossing folder. How do we make this that you guys can see without the light? Oh, this is tricky. So it's got flowers. You're going to have to trust me on this one. There, you can sort of see it over there. We're going to be using that tonight. We're going to be using these pretty blingy iridescent sequins and the papers as well. So let me quickly show you these papers. Let me quickly show you the papers. There we go. So we've got this gorgeous Zinnia paper over here that you can cut in half and even create a 6x4. We've got some papers that look like this, some leaves, some background freesias, some white, zinnias with more white, little teeny tiny zinnias, and then if I, excuse me, flip them over, we've got what we call the B side, where it's more generic patterns that you can use to accent the papers on the A side. So this is what we are making tonight. Isn't that pretty? I think it's pretty. So I'm going to be making that flower. Going to be coloring in our paper and then die cutting that. I've used some of the paper in the border. It's really hard to get this. There we go. Just do that. I wonder if it'll help if we drop that blind, Rich. Hang on a minute. I'm just going to move this trolley and drop this blind to create. We've got a lot of light coming in here. There we go. Let's see if that makes a difference and actually helps with the light. Okay, because we've got a lot of light coming in. So we've got this gorgeous, it's tricky to get this one, really tricky to get this in the light, but there is a pattern there. And then we're just going to be using the sentiment in the set that comes with the stamps. Cool. All right, let's just set that one gently to the side. Oh, and let me show you inside. Inside, We've got the zinnias that I have coloured in with my blends and done some gentle blending around it as well. Right, now I've been having problems with my camera all day today, so hopefully it decides to cooperate on this live. My base, I'm using a standard piece of cardstock cut in half, and this is a Flirty Flamingo base. I'm going to be embossing that white piece of cardstock with the Zinnia fold, and I'm using, I think it's about 3 7/8. Let's have a look. What is my mat? 3 7/8 by about 5 5/8. I'm just going to do this off camera on my cut and emboss machine and just run that through. Okay. I just find it's easier. It doesn't make my table wiggle. Okie dokes. So with this one, you can, let's see if it helps put a shadow on that. Can you see that? Can you actually see that pattern?
Yeah. Can
you? It's very tricky. So we've got this embossed and then we've got the debossed side. So they're both really beautiful. They are both pretty. So it's really hard on this one to decide actually which one to go with because they both are very effective. I might actually do it the opposite way for this card. And let's see which way around we prefer. Okay. So like I said, I think this is about 3 7/8. I just want to lift this and fix this. Let me just check the measurements if you want to make this. No, this is 4 by 5 3/4. So 4 inches wide by 5 3/4 long. And then I've cut a strip of designer series paper a little bit narrower. It's about an inch, and I'm putting that onto Lemon Lime Twist. Not a color I use a lot of, but it's in the background of this paper. And I just thought it just looked so good on the Flirty Flamingo. So if you're a fan of the brights in the Stampin' Up family, you're going to love this paper. It's very, very pretty. Okay. Awesome. Right. Now let's have some fun. So in order to make this flower, I'm going to color some paper using my inks, and then we're going to die cut them out with the dies that match, which I'm just looking for. What have I done with them now? I had them here a minute ago. Oh, there they are. Okay. All right. It's been one of those days. Okay, so let's go first. Flirty Flamingo. Squeezing that. And I'm just using my water painter. I'm just going to color in just a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm just going to clean my brush. I like to clean the inside of this pad straight away, just so that I don't get ink on it when I turn it upside down. Right, now I'm using Melon Mambo. Squeeze this as well. Oh, it's not a lot there. Go again. Maybe there's not a lot of ink in the pad. That's better. Okay, water in there. And I'm just coming in next to it. And the more variegated the ink, the prettier your petals are going to look. Okay. Cleaning that. Now for the inside, I'm going to do Lemon Lolly. So you'll see it's a good, whoops. Did you see what happened there? I hadn't cleaned my brush off properly.
It wasn't clean properly.
No, my brush was not clean properly. So we'll go again. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Cool. All right. This is going to be for that inside, so we don't need a lot. And bear in mind, we are using ordinary cardstock, so we don't want to saturate the paper too much because it doesn't like getting wet, the cardstock. You can, of course, use it on Fluid 100, but I'm not using a large amount of, I'm not getting a large, I'm going to do a large amount, so I'm not too fussed. Cool. I reckon that's it. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and then I'll do it off camera. So I'm using this die, and I'm going to die cut these insides of these zinnias like that. Okay. I'm going to run that through my cut and emboss machine, and then we'll create our petals. So this is a fun way, let me just turn it the right way around. This is a really fun way to create your own colors. You don't have to stay with what is necessarily given to you. You can do your own thing. I like to do this a lot with vellum and alcohol blends. Just want to make sure I'm getting that in. And my top. Okay. All right. Let's have a look how we did. Okay, that one needs to be poked out. Just need my pokey tool. So it's a little bit different to the one that I made this morning. So let's just see how it looks. Possibly needing, oh yeah, that's all right. It's going to be a totally different look. Very, very different look actually to how that one came out. But that's okay. That's what we, let's turn it that way. That's what I love about paper craft. You never ever get the same look. So we're going to go with, put that underneath. I'm going to go with that look. Okay, let's put that all together now. So this little guy, he's a little bit of an albino zinnia. He's got some white. Of course, we could always, I'm just thinking, I could always touch that up if I really want to with my blends. Let's see how we feel. But I have another trick up my sleeve that I still haven't done yet. So I just want to finish putting this together. All right. Oops. Of course, when you're working with paper and you've colored it in like this, do just let it dry. I'm sort of rushing this bit because I want to get that finished for you. Okay, I've got a little trick up my sleeve that I want to do. Let's see if it works. I want to bring in some white chalk ink, some white ink, and that water painter. I want to add some water, and I want to, where's my tool? Right. And I want to splatter some white dots. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Can you see that? You see the white? Can you see the white dots on the camera? It's hard to see. Can you see them now? Yeah, there we go. So we just added a little bit of chalk paint. so that it just is not altogether boring. And it is a very funky little flower, this one, because it's got a whole lot going on there with the white and the whatnot. Okay, so this little guy, when he dries, the paper is going to dry, and then we can manipulate the petals up. But for now, I'm going to just put it on a dimensional at the back, and we can carry on playing with the leaves. Okay, so we're going to pop it there. It is pretty, I know. It's a gorgeous set, this, such a pretty set. Okay, now I'm going to cut out these leaves using the paper, and I'm going to use this die, and I'm actually going to cut out a couple of leaves just back on my embossing machine. Let me not lose my, so I'm just going to do that off camera quickly. Okay. Whoops. Oops. Oh dear. That's white chalk paint on the carpet. Uh-oh. White chalk paint just fallen on the carpet. Oops. I think that's my first boo-boo I've ever had. Oh, by the way, guess what I got today for those people watching? First time ever. Guess what I got today? First time in my life that I've been driving, I got a speeding fine. I got a blimmin' speeding fine in the mail. And do you know what? I almost threw the envelope away because I thought it was an envelope from Spotlight. I thought, I don't feel like more mail from Spotlight. But no, it wasn't. It was a traffic infringement. Apparently, I had done 50 Ks in a 40 K zone, and I didn't even realize that I didn't even see that they had said it was a 40 K zone where I was, so I wasn't very pleased when I got it. Anyway, it was a $30 fine, so it's not like it was $300. So at least it wasn't as much, wasn't a big fine. So I'm grateful for that. Okay, I'm just going to let that, I'm waiting for that to get dry. And while I'm waiting for that to get dry, I want to do my sentiment. So yes, the fine was when I went on retreat. And yeah, apparently I went through a school zone. There is a school on our state highway, but I do not remember seeing a flashing light like they do when they tell you it's 40. That I do not remember seeing flash. So I didn't even see the camera take a photo of it. Anyway, my first speeding fine in all the years I've been driving, so it's not too bad. Okay, just cutting this down. And now I'm going to trim down the, just want to pop that on. So has anyone else had speeding fines? Rich, you've had a speeding fine. You got one when we were, I think we weren't even engaged, and you got your first speeding fine.
More than 30 years ago. Forgotten about that. Doesn't count.
Doesn't count?
More than 30 years ago.
I actually think you got more. I think your fine was much higher than what I had to pay today. I remember it was a big one. You still protested it from memory. Okay, I'm just trimming this down, getting my little sentiment ready. Okay, let's pop that in. So I'm going to glue the bottom of this. So what do you guys think of this set? Do you think it's very pretty? I love the colors in this. Traditionally, I'm not usually one that likes a lot of bright colors. I normally like subtles, but this is very pretty. Oh, I know I want that petal showing. I want that underneath. these leaves actually separate. You can't really tell. There we go. So I'm going to put that down flat. Cool. Like that. And now I'm going to bring in those pretty gems. So we've got Flirty Flamingo, we've got Petal Pink, Lemon Lolly, and, oh, I don't know what this green is meant to be. Lemon Lime Twist. Which of these should I put on this one? I used the pinks and the green on the first one. What do you think I should do for this one? So get those leaves, petals right. Proper comment in there for me. What do you think? I got When You Stayed in Irene, 150, which was a lot back then. Well, yes, so 150 Rand today would be 15, and mine was only $30. So I wasn't, yeah, I didn't think it was that serious. But I thought it's funny because I have actually gone faster than that in New Zealand. Much faster. Much faster than only 10Ks. Lemon. Ah, sorry. Shall I swap it? Shall I swap it? I can. All right, let's do the lemon quickly. Mom suggests the lemon. All right, let's put the lemon in. All right, we'll do the lemon quickly. It's not showing that well. Can you see that, Mom? Have a look there. That's the lemon. And that's the pinky one. I'll go with the lemon. Not a problem. We'll go with the lemon. But I might just turn my orientation of that one. I don't like what I've done there.
Says pink is better.
Pink is better. Yeah, it stands out a bit more. That's fine. We'll go with the pink with the lemon. Right, now we need to stamp that inside of that big zinnia flower. Lots of work today. We've got lots of work to do. So I just want to take this slightly to the side because where I'm stamping there's just a bump in my desk, and that'll influence how this works. So let's just get that there. So I'm coming in on the bottom corner. I have done this in Pebbled Path ink. I didn't want it black and I didn't want it grey. Like that. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so I'm coming in with, oh, not light pumpkin pie. Did I color it in light pumpkin pie? No, that doesn't look right. I just want to test this. Hold on a minute. That doesn't sound right. That's bizarre. Okay, let's do it. No, that's not right. Let's do Flirty Flamingo. Why is this table making such a noise tonight? Do you hear it, Rach? Making a creaking sound. I was doing that this morning too. So I've got a joke for everyone. So on Thursday, it's leap year, right? All around the world. Do you think Office 365 will still work on Thursday? Pop a comment, yes or no. Do you think the Office 365 suite will work on Thursday because it's leap year? What do you think? Yes or no?
Sounds like a trick question, Bernie.
Well, the thing is, I asked this question at Bible study last night, and the ladies also had to think about it. I'm like, come on, people. What is with everyone? Of course it will work. Okay, this is a very strong color. So I'm just like really touching it here and there where those lines are, and we will pull that through very soon. That's the beauty of these blends. This is where I need the pumpkin pie. The pumpkin pie is for inside. So in case you're wondering what I just did there, was the lighter color was in Flirty Flamingo Light, and then that bold color was the light Sweet Sorbet, which will be retiring in a few weeks' time, actually, end of April, because my Friday's going to be March already. Okay, so now I'm coming back with that light Flirty Flamingo, and I'm pushing out that Sweet Sorbet, because that's what blends do. You just going, oh, I'm going to sit over here. They are very interesting pens to work with. This Sweet Sorbet is super juicy still. I wonder what the new in colors are going to look like. So for those that don't know how Stampin' Up works, every year they release 5 new colors, in colors, and they remain in the color profile for 2 years, and then they retire the colors that were the new colors 2 years prior. So like now this is 2024, so there are 5 colors that were in colors in 2022 that will be retiring. And Sweet Sorbet is going to be one of them. Okay.
Do they ever come back?
Yes, they do. Sometimes they do. Fresh Frigio was an in color, and it's now a permanent color. Last year we went through a massive color refresh. There were a lot of colors that were taken away, and a lot of, actually, and a few of the in colors came back. So that was cool. Light Mossy Meadow. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Light Mossy Meadow, if you're following the colors that I'm using. And also don't forget, celebration ends on Thursday. If you are in New Zealand and you haven't yet taken advantage of the annual celebration, you really need to get your order in to your demonstrator, because that ends and it won't be back for another year. I just want to go in one more time with those petals that I missed over there. And then I am really pleased with that. Perfect. Okay, now I have a little bit, I just want to come in here very softly with my blending brush. I've got some ink already on there, and I'm just going to come very gently, not a lot of ink on my brush. I just want to create a little bit of a shadow. By doing that, you allow that image to really pop off the page rather than staying static. Okay, I'm just looking where my card went. Okay, let's add this inside, and then we can compare Zinnias. There we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Fantastic. So we've got this one that we did this evening. That looks a bit brighter. It's got a bit of white on the petals, which sometimes happens in nature. It's got the white ink spots on it, which I'm very happy about. This one is a bit paler. This is the one I did this morning as our sample. So this one's quite pretty. And it's got the pinky dots. So we've got those two like that. And then I want to give you a quick sneak peek. Quick. Come back.
Too quick.
This is what we're doing on Thursday night. But it'll be probably next week that it'll come up on the scheduled posts. So that's which one did you like? You like this one? Which one do you like? A or B? A, the one we did now live, or B? There we go. Very pretty. There are the colors that we used to color them in. Cool.
Mum says she likes the one you made tonight.
The one we made tonight, yes. I quite like the little white splatters on it. I enjoy that. It's quite pretty. Fantastic, everyone. All right, hang on. Let me just come back here. Great stuff. So that was a lot of fun, really a lot of fun. When I came back to my desk this afternoon, because I always have the stuff ready before we go live, yeah, I always just get hit by the colors when I'm looking at them when I've been away for a few hours and I come back to my desk. So yes, I'm so pleased that you enjoyed that, and thank you so much for crafting with me. Next week we will be back, but the week after that there won't be a live because Rich and I will be in Melbourne. So yeah, we'll catch you next Tuesday on the live, and have a great week, everybody. Until we see you then, have an awesome day wherever this may find you. Bye.